Hey, you guys, good morning. Sometimes I don't know what I'm going to do when I get started. I just come here and I'm like, okay, it's Monday, cartooning Monday, and I am like, I love to show this stuff to you. So I am here. I'm Kim, your party artist, and I'm here to help you have fun and enjoy doing all kinds of artistic things. Being a little bit artsy fartsy, just like me, I can teach you how to be a little artsy fartsy. I can't teach you to be me because I know some people that I know probably like you don't want to be her anyways. No. So how you doing? I'm Kim Overholt. And if you want to know a little bit more about me, KimOverholt.com. That's my website. I'm a muralist. I'm an artist of all sorts. I always tell people I know enough to be dangerous. I do know enough to be dangerous and be careful because I do have a tendency to be patriotic sometimes and I have a tendency to love people more than I should. I don't know. It's just the artist in me. I can't help it. It's like not an extreme, but it is an extreme. I am like I'm the fringe maybe. Oh, I don't know. We talk about the fringe. What is the fringe? Because you know what? I used to live above the music store. Walter Ostanek, the polka king of Canada. I used to live above Walter Ostanek's music store, and I used to party with some pretty awesome people. And I want to give a shout out. To the Black family, because unfortunately, my one of my friends, Rod Black, unfortunately, we lost him on the weekend, and it's kind of sad. He was like a really great guy, and played guitar like oh man, he was amazing. He was an amazing guitarist, amazing person, bubbly personality, great person. You'll never know him, but I remember him, and I remember what fun we had. What fun we had, and I do enjoy having fun with people, and enjoy being here to show you all kinds of things to do and stuff like that. And I promised at 11 o'clock that I would be doing our national anthem. So at 11 o'clock, I'm going to be doing the national anthem. And in the meantime, while I have you here, and we are, like I say, doing cartooning. So we're going to start you right back, like I'm going to get you going, learning about drawing, right back to the basics, like I do every time that we talk about cartooning. I'm going to tell you, as long as you know, and I used to do this at paint nights too, and I used to teach people how to paint, as long as you know your shapes, your colors, and your numbers, and your letters, you know what? Cartooning is not hard to do. Learning how to draw anything would not be hard as long as you know where to start with basic shapes. And like I say, if you ever want to know anything about me, look me up at KimOverholt.com. I always have lots of cool stuff to show you. So let me start you off with a nice. What you need to start to get yourself going is a piece of paper, like because I have my whiteboard. I'll show you. Da, 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 da is and something to draw with. So I've got this nice little marker here. Now I have others because I've had the fortune of doing a lot of marker drawing in the past, and sometimes my markers do dry out on me after a while. Probably do need some new markers, and I work with a budget. Very a low budget. What did you say? I'm on a low budget. I thought you said that. I'm on a low budget. And this is what it is being an artist. So, hey, let me stand up and so I can give you the full frontal. Yeah, I'm showing this off for you guys. Yeah, okay. You want to see, but it has nothing to do with that at all. Yeah, let me just bring you to my board. Yes, so the board is wonderful. Oh, and I also got a light shining in your eyes. You don't want that. Let me give you a little bit of. Oh, now I'm dark. Let me give you a little bit of brightness. Yeah, a little more brightness. See, I work with lighting. I lurk in the shadows. And I work with people, and I try to help people have fun with just some basic nice things to show you how to get started with drawing. Now I have to say, I've been laid up for a couple weeks now with my back, and it forces me to like sit around, and I feel so out of shape right now. I'm standing. I feel good that I'm standing up, and that my back is almost there. It's almost there. I've been missing work, and I miss everybody that I've worked with, and it's been sad and sick, and I can't stand not being out in the snow. I started shoveling snow, and this is what got me to like 2 weeks of being laid up with my back. I should have known better. I do have arthritis in my back, and this is why it's so good. If I didn't know how to draw or paint or something, I'd be going out of my freaking mind. And I'm not kidding. No, no, I'm serious. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I probably would have to. Well, I am a pretty good cook. I'd probably get into cooking. I'd probably make myself lots of food and like gain a lot more weight than I have in the last 2 weeks. So, all right. Anyways, enough about me, and let me tell you a little bit about drawing. Okay, so your basic shape. So, with my last name being Overholt, I learned how to make my O's pretty good, and so I'm pretty good at making circles. And circles are great to start with making faces and designing anything because circles give you a. I don't know about you, when I look at a circle, it reminds me of bubbles. Bubbles. And you can make a bubble easily just by doing like a little exclamation mark like that to make it look like a bubble. Watch, watch, watch. Exclamation around the side of the bubble, around the side of the exclamation mark. You see? Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Do those look like bubbles to you? They look like bubbles to me, and that is the simplest way to get you started on trying to figure out what you love to draw. And if it's something simple like bubbles, that makes life easy. So, yeah, you can do that. Oh, where's my eraser? I'm looking for my eraser. I gotta show you everything, but hey, I forgot to bring you my eraser. Well, see, it looks something like out of la 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 la. Yeah, I used to know one of the guys who did. I don't know if I'm finding my eraser one time. I used to know one of the guys who did some of the artwork for Yellow Submarine. He was my 3D um, my 3D instructor when I was in college taking art fundamentals and classical animation, which I do know how to do. But the unfortunate thing is that I draw. I like to draw, and I do a lot more drawing than I do anything on a computer. Gosh, where did I put that eraser? And it's probably just right in front of me. I'm just not looking at it. I'm just not seeing it. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna have to use my handy dandy because when you're an artist, it's always good to have paper towel in case you make a boo boo spill and whatnot. But let me just erase with that because I just forgot, and it works just as good, just as fast. But let me say, start with making bubbles. Making bubbles is fun and it's easy and it's relaxing. It relax. You got to relax. You have to feel. You got to flow with your art. When you start drawing and things like that, you gotta have a goal in mind. Um, I used to listen to music to inspire me. So if you listen to music, one of my favorite bands was. And I don't know if I can even do the lettering for it anymore because I used to be able to do this at one time. And it kind of goes like that. And that one comes, that the Y comes out from somehow like this, right? And it all connects together. One of my favorite bands to listen to. If you don't, can you guess what I'm trying to make here? Oh, okay. I used to draw this one quite often. I don't do it very much, as you can tell. I haven't done it lately. And it comes out something like that. Yeah, not quite. But what? If you find a band that you like their lettering, do practice the lettering of the band. That's the other thing. Like, find an artist that you like and kind of try and copy them. I love Roger Dean from doing all the Yes cover albums and whatnot, and he had back in the '80s he had his own cyber company called Hypnosis, which is really like I used to be quite the geek when it came to uh, um, computer programming and stuff like that. That's the kind of thing I love to do too. So I do have graphics. I do graphics, but I prefer to do like freehand and just help just doing it that way too. So okay, so circles are fun to do, and circles, and you can make squares. Squares are how I do my comic books, and if you've I always tell people I'm going to be doing a comic book boot camp, and I do it every once in a while, and I can show you some pointers for the comic book boot camp. But with the squares are what I usually do to make my storyboards, so I can give you an idea. So, say this is a whole page. What we do is I make my first. I make it like if you were watching a movie, right? So I give you an idea. I've told you probably about this before. If anybody who's seen my doing this before, start with the title of whatever you're making, blah blah blah. Then you do an established shot of like where you are, what things are going on in the background, kind of thing. You could have mountains, streams, rocks, that kind of thing going on in the background, blah blah blah. And an establishing shot, and then you get to meet your character, and your character is in this background. Little, you have them doing some kind of thought process of like the person themselves. You're actually they're probably like speaking about something. Makes a simple face. And then at the end, of course, the whole thing is at the end. Something happens and blah, blah, blah at the end. You can even do. Now, I watched this movie, and I do recommend for anybody who loves doing cartooning like this. I recommend, it's called Comic Book Confidential. Now, it's been a while. It's an old movie. For somebody like me, I watched it I got inspired when I was like really, really young. When I watched this, well, not really young, but yeah, younger enough where it got me into doing animation stuff. And it told me, you don't have to do animation. What you have to do is if you have an idea you want to get out there, you just got to get it out there. And that's the whole thing about any idea. You just got to put it out there. You just got to get it out there. When I was doing nights, I was out there with you guys, painting along with you, showing you can do it. When I was doing my clowning, I was out there with you guys, showing you how much fun it is to just be in this world and enjoy. Have nothing and be happy. I guess that's probably what they were trying to tell me. Because really, when you're an artist, you better be making the decision of whether or not you want to be, how popular you want to be. Because you can be as popular and as great as you want to be, or you can keep it as simple. It's as hard as you want to push yourself. And I recommend not working for anybody else, because like then you get stuck with something like I have had happen where it's like, oh no, I really could have used some people along the way, kind of thing. Hey, hey, Jean, yes, hello. Think of live, maybe too. Oh yes, yeah, please do. You should do live. Live is very fun. It is very important, and yeah, I appreciate Jean being out there. She's out in Texas, and she's we get to talk about a lot of stuff together, and I'm so grateful. Yeah, I am really, really grateful. Yeah, so cool. Love the Beatles. Oh yes, yes. You know what? Yeah, I actually worked with a lot of people when I just took classical animation. I not only did work with, like I say, the guy from Yellow Submarine. He was like one of the directors for doing all the animations for that. I also worked with Brian LeMay. And Brian LeMay, there's a name to throw out there because he's the one that did all like the Care Bears, Inspector Gadget. He worked with he worked with a lot of the animation companies like back in the time. I worked with one of the ladies who did one of the dinosaurs in Land Before Time, one of the movies for Disney. Is it Disney and what was the other? All these animators that worked for Disney and then had their own company. It's right on the tip of my tongue, and I can't say his name. Yeah, Bly or something like that. So yeah, But anyways, there's so much information too. So much information. I always tell people if you're interested in cartooning, there's a book that's out there. I show it to you often, and I don't know where I put it at the moment because because I was working for a while, or I'm not haven't been working for a while. I started cleaning up, and bad for me to do because when I clean up, I end up putting stuff in places where I shouldn't. Okay, so all right, where are you? The book that I'm looking for. Oh, there it is. Yes. So getting you started with cartooning, if you ever want to know anything, if you're a little bit older too, and this is a great read for any age, Understanding Comics by Scott McCloud. Lots of great information in there, and it really makes your brain think, and you really kind of think of what inspires people to draw. Things like that. Okay, so I always recommend this book, Scott McCloud. I gave it to a friend of mine one time, and she never gave it back, so I know it's got to be good. And for me, I'm a big fan of doing Saturday morning cartoon style. So if you like a little bit of a different kind of style, like kind of like that, I see a lot of cartoons that have that kind of Saturday morning cartoonish to it, and that it's a style you learn as you go. And of course you can see shapes and everything, so you can see like a triangle shape in there, round shapes, you can see square shapes in there. Do you see the shapes? Yeah, something very easy. You start with even just because if you're a kid, the easiest thing to do is take a piece of white paper, put it over top of this picture, and just draw it. And then as you do it, you can kind of get a feel for it too, of how the person who's actually done it has a way of drawing it. So let's give you an idea, and just to give you something to get you inspired to move forward with learning how to draw. And then the next step, of course, is learning how to paint, and then learning how everything kind of goes together, and you can make something really dramatic and huge happen only if you wanted to, because what it comes down to, and that's my saying. I say it all the time. Kim Overholt's line of the day, a line of like forever, is life is what you make it. So be big, be beautiful, be what you want to be. Learn about what you want to be. If you have it in your mind, you know what you want to do it, because time is short. 1 minute you're 25, and the next minute you're 55, and then it's like, well, I'm not 55 yet, but it's coming. And I know it's like, I've had many successes in my life, and I wanted to spread it to you guys because it's important. You got to know that what you do makes a difference, even though it's maybe small fry to somebody. It's important to you, and in your mind, it's important to you too. So you got to keep going. You got to keep going, and all of us are all out here just trying to do the best we can. We are all doing our best, and I'm trying to do my best for you. And it's 10:40, and I will be singing "O Canada" for you at 11 o'clock, because I was somebody had asked me to record it for them too, so that because I'm very patriotic. What can I say? I do love my country. I really do. Canada, the Niagara area is, I call it the hidden jewel of the world, because um, it's one of those places where you can be, and it's a good thing. Yeah, so yeah, I said I was going to sing the national anthem, and I was going to sing it with a Canadian French accent, because I used to work in a factory at one point. I used to work in a factory for many years with the French Canadians, and I used to work with the Islams, and I used to work with all kinds of different races. Like where we worked, there was sewers. We didn't call them by any, like we were. I was a gluer. They were the sewers, These other people were the assemblers. I was also an assembly person too. And this is we were just doing our job, and we all kind of got together, camaraderie. It was great. And I like for the years that I worked in the factory with my French friends, I would, we laugh about stuff like and get get laughing about things, and they talk stuff in French, and I it was funny actually. One time, they were one of the ladies. She was saying something, and she did all the. I don't know what she was saying, but I knew exactly what she was saying, and she's like, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, yeah." And she's like, "How did you know what I was saying?" I said it in French. I was like, "You said it in French?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "I know what you said. You said this," and she said, "Yeah, that's what I said." When you get to know people enough, like the even what you say, you don't have to say it. You just have the body language itself. It comes out to you, right? 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 Am I right? Yeah. The excitement that I have for showing you how to do this stuff is not the excitement because of it's just like no, it's a real thing that I feel whenever I do it. And my patriot patriotic ways is also something because I do love my country, and I do love the fact that my grandfather fought in the First World War, I should say. A lot of people are like, oh well, you're how old was your grandfather? Yeah, ancient. Yeah, I'm the last of my kind, right? So yeah, I am. I want to just show how grateful I am to be able to give back all these years. And unfortunately, I can't show you guys like be out there. You know what I mean? Like when I used to have the crowds and everything, I would be able to like hug my friends and pat them on the back for doing a job well done. I can't do that when I'm here with you guys, even though I can see you want to try. You got the squares, like I showed you the squares and the circles. And I want to get out to you because that's what it's all about. See, I get so sidetracked, and so I'm so I just, I love you guys. I love you guys, and I want to give you so much. I really do. I want to give you so much, and I don't expect anything back because I've already had my worth of like children smiling at me for giving them a face paint. People happy just to see me for showing them how to do something they thought that they couldn't do. That's the way I feel. It's good. It's a good feeling, and it has nothing to do with monetary. It has everything to do with the feelings, right? Okay. Anyways, all right. Now my next thing is showing you different shapes. Yeah. So different shapes. Like say somebody just you want to do like a squiggle. So you have your piece of paper, and you just make a squiggle on it, and you look at the squiggle and you think it could be something. And you can make another squiggle over here. You can make a squiggle here. Like make all kinds of like something that you weird shapes, and then look at them and see what you see in things. Because sometimes even when you look at stuff, you don't see what other people see. Like this, you can. And this is just by adding like little circles and stuff like that. You can make yourself like a little. Ta-da! Make yourself a little puppy. So cute like that. You can see this one here. You can have it so it's like some kind of like strange looking doll or something. And just play with it. Make it design it into something like it wants to hug you so badly. It's called the hug doll. It's squishy. You pick it up and you squish it, and it hugs you. Right? It hugs you. Okay. So this one here, you could make it into like a. Remember when you were a kid and you made all kinds of like weird little things? Well, now you can just design what you want. When you get good enough, you can just kind of think of what you want it to be. And come down little bottom, talking piranha. um, Talking piranha says, dog. That's a little bit sick. Yeah, I know. But what can you do? Sometimes some artists are a little bit twisted, like me, right? And so this one you can kind of like, you see something in there. I'm trying to see something like see like a nose, like some like strange kind of face coming out of that. Make an eye. Right. Nose. Oh, let me fix that. Nose. Something weird hair, like a Picasso kind of thing. There's nothing that says there's any wrong way of doing an art. If it's something that gets you to practice and do more of it, that's the whole point of it, right? Okay. Now where's my? Oh yeah, I don't have my eraser with me because I put it somewhere. So let me just erase that there. So my nice little page for you of drawing cartoons of Cartoon Monday. So let me inspire you a little bit today too. I used to be a clown. Yes, I used to be a clown. Scare a lot of kids. Wore a red nose, Hold on a minute. I keep extra noses. I don't know if I still have any yet. Oh, I do. Keep extra noses just in case. Because I could be making a comeback one day. I can make a comeback. Kimmy the Clown is never completely retired. I could be a happy clown. I started out as a happy clown. Maybe become the sad clown next. Ooh, light. It's like flame. Oh! No, sorry. A little. Ooh, don't mind me. Okay, yeah. So, let me just find my ukulele for you. Because I like to say a little song or two. And if you can do it standing up, that's even better. Make sure it's in tune. This is an extra bonus for you guys because I wasn't planning on playing the ukulele today, but I love to play my ukulele for you. All right, yeah. So now you can't escape. I love you guys, it's true. There's so many things I could say to you. No, I can't. Copyright could get me wrong. I don't want to lose this song. I could, but I won't. Okay, anyways. Let me give you a practice run. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, 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 Canada. Oh, Canada, our home is land. True patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Our God, keep our land glorious and free. Okay, Canada, we stand on our thee. Okay, let me try it with my French accent. I have to try it with my Quebec accent. Quebecois. Oh, let's go, Canada. Always, oh, le fleur en gloire. I'm terrible with the French. I'm so sorry. I'm not really good at the French, so that's why I'm going to sing it with a French accent. Okay. Glorious and free, oh Canada, we stand on God. Oh Canada, we stand on God. Okay, so that's I tried the French version. I can't, as much as I love like I love French accent. I love my husband's Italian. I love the Italian accent. I love European accents are beautiful. Me, I've got a Canadian accent, which means I pick up on everything. So sometimes when somebody's comes into where I work and they have a Scottish accent, sometimes I pick up on the Scottish, and I don't mean to, but then they end up getting really offended. And even when it comes to the Irish, sometimes I pick up an Irish accent and they stop talking like it, and they get offended, and I don't mean to, but it just happens. You know what? It also because I love doing accents and I love people, and I just love to pick up people, and but anyway, let me do it one more time. It's almost 11 o'clock, and I want to do this nicely for everybody. So, and I do love singing the national anthem. I remember singing it in school, in Victoria School. Oh, at the same school that Ralphie from the Christmas Story went to. Yeah, that was me. I went to that school too, and I know the kid that put his tongue on the pole. Actually, I knew a few kids that did that, as well as like broke a few teeth on the ice when we used to make our own ice rinks and at school. Yeah, and we used to have a great tobogganing hill at my school. Oh my gosh, it was perfect for kids, and it really just was nice and nice slide down, and like of course every once in a while we come in from recess and be like, hey, guess who broke their teeth on the ice today? It's like, oh man, everybody like, at least hurt themselves once, bonked their heads on the ice, whatever. Neither here nor there. Let me go. I might start 5 minutes early so I can do this. So I hope you don't mind me starting this early with my doing my. But I will do Oh Canada for you guys, and I thank you so much for watching Cartooning Monday. I might do a little bit more, but I just showing you just basic to get you started today. And if on Tuesday you find that you want me to do a little more cartooning, let me talk to me and say, hey Kimmy, show me how to do something else with cartooning. See, I got my little strap on here. I'm trying to make sure that it stays on, so when I'm playing I can play nicely for you. Okay. I can stand like usually I'm sitting on my lap, and it's sitting on my lap too. Oh, my guitar is such a mess. I have to clean it. You can tell I get my fingers all over it. I love my ukulele. I really do. I really love that I can play an instrument now. It took me like I always wanted to play. Ever since I can remember, I have pictures, but I had to get into art instead. But I so love my hummingbird ukulele. This is what I got for my 50th birthday, babies. Yeah, and this is what I love, my ukulele. I love my ukulele because nobody else has a ukulele that's quite like mine, and I'm making a nice pickup for it, a nicer pickup for it, so it looks very pretty. And I design my own pickups too. So if you already need any pickups for your guitar or anything, or any designs made on your guitar, I do that stuff too because I do prop paintings and stuff like that. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Let me sing you our national anthem, and I thank you for checking out Kim Overholt's my YouTube channel, KimOverholt.com, if you want to hire me to do any kind of art for you, because I'm pretty flexible. Just come on over and talk to me. I'll let you know what's going on. Yeah, my friend Rod Black, he passed away, and he was such a great guitar, and he just this is had this kind of attitude. He'd be like, I don't know, and he'd be like, oh yeah. A lot of people I'm going to miss, a lot of people on the other side just waiting for me. And then, one of these days, I want to just have them when I get there go, what the hell were you up to? What was this? And it's, I'll keep people guessing even on the other side of heaven or hell, wherever I end up, right? Okay. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy songs command. With glowing hearts we see thee ride, the true, most strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. I'm trying the accent. God, keep our land glorious and free. We scroll. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. I did that for Jean Chrétien. We, yahoo! And I give it a dare by for all the East Coasters, and the yeehaw for all my people out on the West Coast, because I love you guys. And you know what? Canada's a friggin' awesome country. We're free people, and don't ever forget it. We we rock. And thank you for watching my channel, and for being a great supporter of the things that I do. And I know it's probably more than just sit, point, and laugh, and that's okay too, because that's what it's all about. It's just getting out there and just enjoying it. Don't be afraid to not get out there and enjoy it. People say I give too much away. I haven't even started yet to give you what I have in my big brain. In all thy songs command, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand down, down for help free. Yeah, the king. Sorry. Glorious and free, because I love my country. Oh, because I still have to look the words. Oh, St. Patty's Day would be so much fun. Oh, Canada, we stand on God. Wait till Elvis gets a hold of me. No, Elvis gets a hold of me. If Elvis could get a hold of me, what am I doing here? Wow. I mean, really. Now, you guys, There's something else that should learn about cartooning, and it's always good to have when you do cartooning is a good sense of humor. And I'm glad that you guys do have a good sense of humor, and I appreciate you coming in, learning a little bit more about cartooning. And I can tell you a little bit more as we go on, but I just wanted to just give that to you guys today. Um, and yes, I hope what's up next. February's up next, and I'm going to be doing a lot more loving things for you guys. So February is tomorrow, and tomorrow, let's see, tomorrow's Tuesday, and tomorrow for Tuesday. Oh, it's just tomorrow's just me going to be talking to you. But if you want to know anything in particular about art or anything in that, put comments. Come on, talk to me. Come on, talk to me. Follow me. Subscribe. Hang out with me. You could learn something. I could teach you a few things. You get to know me. All right. Anyways, live is what it is because that's what we make it, right? And life is what it is because it's what we make it. And I hope you have a fantastic day. And as my mama used to say, peace, oh brother, with a little bit added. And then for my friend Jean, this is Brad and I. Well, actually, this is more like Brad and I. On this one over here. Yeah. So what was that one? Yeah. Brad and I are like this. This is me over here. Anyways, I hope you have a fantastic day. See you, Gene. You guys are friggin' rocking awesome. Rocking awesome. Rocking awesome. That's the only way to go.